Hello. This video is going to be on creating a a new political party and a new philosophical form of philosophy or ideology, and taking different ideals, different ways of seeing things, different philosophies, and creating a new philosophy, a new ideology, and taking the best on the right and the best on the left to create a growing united front, a new political movement to take on the establishment. And I want to make something clear. When I sometimes I'll add videos to my playlist. Now, everything I add to my playlist is not necessarily something I agree with. Um, for example, it might be because I find it interesting in one way or another. It's the same as you might find someone doing something stupid, some guy hitting himself in the nuts with a baseball bat. You find that interesting, funny, whatever. Or there might be something in the video that I agree with, or they might be taking on a subject that I think is should not be taboo, because I do not believe in things being taboo. I think you should break down walls, barriers, anything that's in front of you to get to the truth and to get to a more utopic society and to make a better union, a better union. It's like the founding fathers said, the union, a better union. Now, I also want to say, and and I also want to say that yes, I need to shave. By the way, also it actually looks very bad on me. But the point is, um, like some sort of fucking bug. The point is, um, also sometimes I might just favorite something because I think it's funny almost. And it's so stupid. Or even that, I might even take the opposite position to what they're talking about. Like I might take like a video talking about some shit like, like to take a video for example that talks about like a Jewish conspiracy or some shit. I might like that video or favorite because I actually want to create my own fucking conspiracy. Obviously not one having anything to do with views, but something to bring down the system, something, an elite that is of my own creation. Um, I have made attempts before to create what I called a synagogue of Satan, in part based in Jewish conspiracies, because I think anything that's subversive, anything that brings down this current system, anything that can create a new system, is good. Now, back to what I was also saying, um, I think that nothing can be off topic. I don't care whether it's race or religion, economic race, religion, sexual, the relations between the sexes. Nothing can be off topic. Everything has to be studied, and everyone should be able to studied, investigated, researched, and everyone should be able to form their own views and opinions on it. Now, say, um, you're talking about the Jews. Now, or black people, or women. You don't have to agree with what someone else is saying on that subject, but you should at least listen to it, and they should be able to speak. Because that's where you find out what's stupid and who's stupid and who's smart, what you agree with, what you don't agree with. That's how you find yourself. If you limit yourself off or close yourself off to another spectrum of thinking, then you will always see things one way, and you'll just go through life with like blinders on, basically. Now, if you see something you don't agree with, then don't agree with it and say you don't agree with it. And that's why I allow people to comment on my fucking videos, and I allow people to like or dislike, depending upon whether or not I'm being trolled at least. Because I believe in completely free discourse, freedom for speech, and freedom of speech, free discussion, freedom of the press, freedom of expression. And I believe that and another way of putting it, and I also would like to say this, another way of putting this is another way of putting it, and I always hated when like parents would, their children would ask like, why can't they do something, and they would say because, well, I think that's appropriate for this case, for this, and I'm gonna use that as a way of explaining what I'm talking about. I'm gonna use that as a metaphor or way of getting my point across, a form of expression. Because the Constitution is better than a police state, is why we should do this. Why I'm right, why we should do this, why you should listen to me. Because the Constitution is better than a police state. Because peace is better than war. Because prosperity is better than poverty. Because Nirvana is better than Lady Gaga. Nirvana is better than Justin Bieber. Because Beethoven is better than 50 Cent. And I don't particularly dislike 50 Cent. I'm still saying, oh, it's better. Just because it's better. George Carlin is better than Larry the Cable Guy. Higher level thinking is better than this falling orders. Okay? Evolution is better. It's just because evolution is better than creativity. I mean, the creationism and biblical version of creation. Just because Satanism is better than religion, than right hand religion, or the belief in an Abrahamic God. Because the building of great, beautiful structures, Gothic architecture, is better than soulless, mindless, identical towers being erected side by side throughout miles and miles of land, with smoke everywhere and cars going back and forth looking like a fucking ant colony. Because nature is better than what I just said about the towers and the buildings, and it's better than massive cities and city on top of city and whatever. Because the worship of the sun is just better. The worship of sun, the worship of the moon, the rain, the real holy trinity, the sun, the moon, and the rain, is better than the power and the forces of nature, and the planet, the earth planet, nature, and life and vitality. The worship of that, the appreciation of that, the acceptance of that is better than the worship of a 2,000-year-old dead Jewish hippie from the Bronze Age. Just because. Higher society, higher level thinking, higher hopes, higher standards, higher entertainment, okay, is better. Broadway, or Wagner, or the plays of William Shakespeare is better than, even though I defended her, it's better than Miley Cyrus twerking, which sounds like something a worm would do before it died, like if you poured salt on it. It's better, okay, than Miley Cyrus twerking with a bunch of fucking teddy bears or whatever the hell she was doing. It's better. It's better. It's better. It is fucking better. Better. Fuck trash culture. Fuck the media. Fuck you people. It's better.